do have like several questions for you as far as the offer goes, and especially creating sticky content for social media. I'm not gonna ask you to give me brainstorm ideas. What I'm really asking for is thematically, what kind of approach have you found to work as far as the kind of content that could resonate for conveying ideas like the offer that I mentioned, which was about either the idea for referral partners or the end customer? Do I leverage humor? Do I make it really serious? Like any ideas on like the thematic approach for video content that would probably live in my social media feed?
Your target customer is what type of person?
My target customer is person in the public eye. It could be the politician, the CEO, the celebrity, the athlete.
What is their demeanor typically? Like a person that's a politician or a person
Serious.
That they typically tend to be serious. Right. So you're advertising to people that are serious.
Right.
So they probably want to see more content like that. But then are you going to be more the brand in the face? Because you don't seem to be super serious. You seem to be super comical and fun.
Right.
You're kind of opposite of the customers you're going to be bringing in. Right now, what does your social media look like?
I have worked with a few consultants that have recommended to me very strongly to approach this from a very, very serious, really kind of, be like this kind of serious way to approach or to resonate with that kind of audience. And I feel a little bit conflicted about that. I mean, I can perform when needed, but the conflict is because it seems to be, what I either enjoy doing. So maybe that's just my personal bias. But obviously, if that approach has been proved to work, then obviously I will do whatever works.
Right. So that was my thing. My next question was, have you tested it? Because I would absolutely test that. And I can tell you're conflicted with just how you are, your demeanor, your aura, and then even the type of people you said you are trying to niche down on. Completely opposites. So I would test both. I would post something fun, funny, and then see who gravitates towards that. And I do that for a little bit. And then I would post something more serious and see how much more clicks you get on that as opposed to the other one, and post that for a little bit. And then you can see which one got you the most traffic or the most leads or even the most likes or comments or the most shares, and just kind of look at your analytics in that way. And then I will gravitate towards what worked the best. And sometimes it's fine to just switch it up, because even if you got people who are more serious, sometimes they might want some comic relief. People like to laugh too. You might be refreshing for them. And this guy just makes me feel like I can let my hair down. I like him. So you don't want to just judge their character based off of their position in life. So I would definitely test that. And it may be okay if you find like, well, it's kind of the same, then just do both types of content.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's okay to switch it up in that case.
Thank you. Thank you for that. And I guess just to add to that, so there are broadly two sets of audiences here. One set of audience, yes, is the end customer, but I haven't per se been targeting that end customer directly. I've been targeting their trusted advisors, which so far the most effective channel has been advertising agencies, marketing people, branding people, PR people, people like that. Those people do resonate really well with my slightly over the top demeanor, but obviously on the daily it's more so focused straight on like what needs to be spoken, what needs to be addressed, understanding what their goals and objectives are, what is their timeline, time frame, outcomes, all that sort of hard business stuff. When I'm conveying those things, it's very matter of fact, very upfront, very direct about those sort of things. So one channel which is working with the advertising and PR agencies, that's working really well. I'm getting more and more of those channel partners on the daily because they just like me as a person, they like what I do, they like my brand, my vibe, all that sort of thing. And I'm just fielding inbound leads. I don't do any advertising at all. Even like when I was sitting over there, it was like a politician was DMing me right now, like, hey, meet my campaign manager. The goal here is to keep the pipeline flush. This is a quest for what are some of the potential sunrise channels that we could potentially explore to see. And also, does it even make sense?
Right now, you're just approaching the PRs and the...
Correct.
But if this is working, and it's working well, you said it's working very well.
It's working extremely well.
So then why pivot? See, if something's working, don't pivot yet.
Okay.
You may pivot too early and then this other thing doesn't even work. I don't think it's time to test the other thing yet until what's working kind
stops working.
Dries up. Right. And then it's like, okay, time to pivot. We need to figure something else out. If nothing else, you can try and figure out how to make that thing better. But then I wouldn't there we go with the beachhead thing again. You
Right.
don't want to spread your resources and now
Right.
we're targeting two different people. You know, let's drive that up first, make that as big as we can, and then we'll go wide after that.
Just discovered your Instagram and I noticed you have a massive following, so props to you for that, because that does tie back to the subject at hand, which is the offer. Because I think if someone is seen as a public figure with a tremendous following, see, an offer from someone like that would seem more believable and powerful than someone that is not that. How do you then become an influencer?
Content.
Okay.
You have to like your content. You have to be likable. You have to be relatable. People sharing your content. But I got this song stuck in my head and I can't stop singing it. And it's like, everything is content. Don't forget to film it. And it's just like rolling in my head all the time. Always. That's why I got two phones, because one phone fills up and I'm just like, all right, got to do this one while I empty this one. So it's just recording crap and then making the content. Content is a really big deal when you're trying to grow your social media. Back to the previous question as well. The end client, are they not going to go to their manager and say, hey, I found this guy, and then the manager approves them anyways? Let's say you targeted the end client.
Right.
Would they not go to their public relations manager for permission to even work with you?
That's true.
So then we don't need to ever probably go there, because they're still probably gonna try and get permission from their manager, from their management team. I don't know that they...
Right, their trusted advisor.
So I think what you're doing, it is working too. You don't want their permission anyways. It
Right.
better target them.
See, this is why she gets the big bucks, people. This is why. It actually didn't even occur to me to walk down that path and figure it out, to question as to, does this even make sense? And you just did it in 2 seconds.
No, I was in the position because I had a public relations manager when I was Miss Illinois. The thing that I did had to go through her. So that's what made me think of it.
Gotcha.
Experience.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. The reason I'm asking you is because you're an expert in the field. You understand content extremely well. When it comes to content, there's a variety of content, things that you care personally about. And then there's subject matter related content. There's world events related content. Is there some formula as to how you mix it up?
It is. For me, it's my target audience and what I think they like to see. And I kind of just rotate my content. It's like information, motivation, products. So I'm posting products and reviews. And then I'm posting funny stuff, comic relief, if you will. And then like the way I kind of do my content, in the morning, no one wants a bunch of information thrown at them. So usually I'm posting something motivational.
Okay.
Because it's motivating them. They get up and they're going to see something inspirational.
Right.
It's nice. Then in the afternoon, I'm like, what are my clients doing? They're probably on a lunch break. So now I'm posting something informational because now they can take it in. They're processing information at the time because they're at work. So they'll read my stuff because they're scrolling through Facebook. And in the evening, now they're at home, 6 o'clock dinner time, they're scrolling again. It's nighttime. They've had a long day. I'm going to post something funny. Something they want to laugh. You know what I mean? So, and then I kind of speak to my audience in colors, because you got the red people. Those are your clients. That's who you work with. They're competitive. They like to be the center of attention. They want to win. I call those the reds. So I kind of color code people. You got yellow people, you got green people, and you got blue people. You're a blue person.
All right.
You are.
What's blue?
You're giving me like blue-green. And so blue would be like people that are really fun. They're really humorous and funny. They're like the life of the party.
Right.
It's like the party starts when they get there. Yellow people, though, are people that are really caring. Like, they have a really big heart. So I take that back. You're really caring, but you're not giving yellow. You are giving some red. Red is really competitive. Like I said, they like to win.
I have a red color belt. So there you go.
They like exclusive stuff. They like to be VIP. Green is people who they pretty much like to follow the rules. They like instructions. They're prompt. They're always on time. 3 o'clock, I got to be there. I'm there at 2:55. They're really organized. Those are the green people. So it's like I make my content towards whoever I'm talking to that day. That's what my content's going to look like.
That's amazing. Wow, that is deeply insightful. I think you've just schooled me on, this is amazing. I've become so much smarter after this conversation. Right? Awesome. Thank you so much. So whether you have a bad review or a mean tweet or a press story that alleges God knows what, we can get it gone like it never happened. And on the flip side, we're assassinating marketing mediocrity by elevating clients out of obscurity, by getting them to speak at the United Nations, dominate Google, be an Amazon best-selling author, and have a podcast, all of which are either done for you, done with you. And the reason why we do this is because we're changing the business paradigm, positioning the client as a thought leader, because customers chase thought leaders. And my ICP is we're looking for trusted advisors of millionaires and billionaires because they're the ones that need our help the most, as well as marketing and PR people.